DC is supposed to be a neutral site. Oh, we're trying to stop the crime. Please, bro. Yeah. Who you trying to fool?
So this ain't gonna work.
He's a politician.
This DC tactic that you're pulling, we still want the Epstein files.
In DC and stuff, like a lot of things cross. You might could see something beautiful on one block and then a bunch of homeless people on the next block. Drake's not my GOAT. Kendrick is not my GOAT.
Exactly. He's not my GOAT.
You know what I'm saying? Like hip hop, it means a lot more to me than just numbers. It means skill.
Welcome back to the Black Summit. I am Brooks.
I'm Hendrix.
I'm Q.
Q's back.
Yeah.
Where you been, man?
Where I been at? Busy, man.
Yeah.
Busy. I've been in Vegas. I've been in Vegas working on a whole new project.
Nice.
Well, not even necessarily the project. The project was actually already done. My next EP. I just went out there to do all the visuals. Like it's a 6-song EP. So I wanted to give a visual for each track, because usually I make a project and people be like, oh man, dang man, I wish you would have shot a video for this one. I wish you would have shot a video for this one. So I just took a little bit more time and preparation to go ahead and get that together. But hopefully I'll have that project dropping maybe into August, early September.
Oh, okay.
You know how these things vary. You know,
so very soon.
Very soon.
How many tracks?
6 tracks.
Oh, 6 tracks. It's almost like an EP.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What EPs are? What, 6, 7 tracks, something like that? Or?
Usually I think anything that's under, I want to say 9 or 10 tracks is considered an EP, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
Yes, sir.
Is it gonna be on all streaming platforms?
It will be. It's everything else, and other than that, just been, just trying to stay out the way, stay out the mix, try to be around stuff that's productive. Just been, brushing shoulders, running around, politicking, being in movies and stuff like that. Hey, somebody about to have me on 2B. Yes, sir. I can't wait till that come, boy. Can't wait till we at the movie premiere. You know what I'm saying? For the loser, look out for the loser.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? My man Hendrix done cast me for one of my roles.
And you killed it too, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I had a good time. Shooting, man. It's always good being on set with you guys, man.
No doubt.
Brings me back to the essence. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. And you such a laid back dude naturally.
Yeah.
And it was good to see you actually embrace that character and actually getting in and started. I was like, dang.
Yeah, I can cut up a little bit when I want to, man.
Yeah, that was
That'd
good.
be the side of me when my friends be like, yeah, that's him. That's that nigga.
yeah. For sure.
Yeah. But how y'all been?
Man, you know me, grinding, trying to get this film done and whatnot.
Grinding.
You know
Just kidding.
That's
Brooks, you going on the Drake tour?
If it's close to here, I go.
Oh, I thought I was saying as you were gonna be a part of the tour, but
What
yeah,
is
I mean, I don't think he needs tickets at this point. You think he needs tickets? Him and Academics, they should be able to go in there side by side.
That's what they call me. They call me the baby academics.
Baby academics.
I'm like, dang.
I can't see it.
Call me.
Damn.
Baby academics or baby acadunky.
Hey.
That's what they be saying. I ain't compromised, all right? I have no affiliation.
Not yet.
I just tell it like it is. See, when you tell the truth, a lot of people just come up with these stories.
Man,
but
you are
it's
true
okay.
to your truth. I tell you that.
That part.
For real.
All right, let's get into some topics.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
All right, so we're going to be talking about Trump taking over D.C. with more than 1,000 troops that he sent over there to kind of take out the homeless and and all the other people there because there's so much crime happening there, according to him. We're also going to be talking about his tariffs. Apparently, like, inflation went up by like 2%. So we're going to get into that.
It ain't hard to tell, like Nas said. It ain't hard to tell.
Yeah. So we'll be getting into that. And then we need to talk about the Clipse album. We never really got into it and talked about the album.
God sort them out.
Overall, what people think and all that. So
classic album.
We're going to talk about that. And then Drake just announced that he is going to be doing a tour for his Iceman, What Did I Miss, album that's supposed to be coming out. Now it sounds like it's going to be in October. So October's very own,
Are you disappointed it pushed back to
So,
October?
huh?
Are you disappointed that it's pushed back to October?
I don't feel like it's pushed back, but
It's
yeah,
not? When was
I
it?
think
It's
so.
always want to be in October?
I think so. Yeah. And we're also going to be talking about Shedeur Sanders. He had a phenomenal game, and but apparently he's still the backup.
Oh, yeah. He
I'm
came
like,
in as a
okay,
backup.
all right, here we go, guys. But yeah, all right.
Yeah.
So let's start off with Trump. Trump has taken over D.C. with sending the National Guard over there, and I have this clip that I want to play. It doesn't really talk about the troops and all that, but it's just his thinking on what's going on and why he sent those people over there.
They fight back until you knock the hell out of them because it's the only language they understand. But they fought back against law enforcement last night. And they're not going to be fighting back long because I've instructed them and told them whatever happens, they love to spit in the face of the police as the police are standing up there in uniform. They're standing and they're screaming at them an inch away from their face. And then they start spitting in their face. And I said, you tell them, you spit and we hit. And they can hit real hard. So see, they fight back.
All right. Well, there you go.
And they can hit real hard.
So yeah, basically the cops have
Sound like something Diddy
kind
would
of
say.
relinquished
No
their
Diddy.
power to
No Diddy.
the National Guard, and so now it's federalized over there. What do you think about this takeover of DC?
I wonder what point did it get where the homeless got so bad where they felt like they had to do? Because you been to DC before?
Yeah. I was actually there like 3 times last year.
It hasn't been a good place for a long time. I mean,
Oh, really?
don't get me wrong, like, because we from the country, so it's kind of like, I don't know, like the areas or the areas, you know what I'm saying? But like in DC and stuff, like a lot of things cross, like in a lot of major cities, like things cross. You might could see something beautiful on one block and then a bunch of homeless people on the next block. Like that's how it's been for me as far as my view of DC. I remember I went to DC, like the first time I really like remembering like a good time. It's like when I was up there at Howard University for like I think I was like 16. It was up there for like one of those things. What do you call it when you interning? I was interning for like a week. This was like around the time when Sprint and Boost had like merged with each other. Like we was at visiting a lot of the corporations like Sprint, IBM, all that good stuff.
You doing your music?
No. This was just something that was inside of the. This was a program that God bless my aunt. She used to be a professor at Howard University up there. So that was my experiences going to DC. So I felt like I got to see the good side of DC and the crazy side too. But in my travels up there, like the homeless thing is always been an issue. Like always, like there's like this big park outside of the corporations. People from DC, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But like I remember we went to IBM headquarters. And as we getting off like the bus and stuff, I'm looking at the park across the street. I'm like, dang, man, it's a lot of homeless people. Like, it's just like homeless people everywhere. So I was like, wow, like how can this be like at the capital? But at the same time, it's a city, it's an inner city. So these are the type of problems that happens in the inner city, like LA, Skid Row. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you ever been to LA, dog, but
I heard about Skid Row. I've seen documentaries on it.
Bruh. Like a whole exit. Like, as soon as you come off the exit, you see tents.
Yeah.
A
Like
real tent city.
Like tent city, tent hood. So, and I'm pretty sure that's an issue in New York and maybe Boston and stuff like that. Some places they really don't try to shine a light on it because it usually reflects on the city, But I'm just kind of confused with like, what are you gonna do with the people? Like, okay, you gonna move them elsewhere? Like, I just don't understand. Like, and what is it? The homeless that's causing so much problems? I don't think so. I think like the youth too are probably causing issues. I don't know. Crime varies, man. Like it's just like what type of crime you trying to slow down?
Yeah,
Like are you trying to stop down the killing, or you trying to stop down, or you just tired of seeing bums?
Yeah.
And forgive me because I don't look at homeless people like that. I understand people get hard on their luck, and you'll be surprised if you talk to a homeless person the reasons why they're homeless. Sometimes
Yeah.
some people just don't want to be a part of the system no more.
Right.
Some people actually choose to be homeless. Like everybody that's homeless is not a bum, and it's not just a person that's just down bad on their luck. Some people just are that courageous to be like, you know what?
Going
I
off
don't
the
want to
grid.
worry about a house. I don't want to worry about
Yeah.
rent. I just want to worry about life.
It
You know
just-
what I'm saying?
yeah, it just went off the grid,
and that's
man.
where it started at one point in time. So, but to get looked at crazy is normal
Yeah.
in this society. But yeah, I think it's I think he could be doing other stuff with his time.
He definitely. he
Yeah,
definitely
I think this is like a very small issue compared to the issues that's being presented clearly. I think this is something very minor and shouldn't even really be
I
talked about.
I think it's a political move because you can't really sometimes you can't really take anything Trump said as factual, right?
True.
Like the crime rate. I just looked up today, according to CBS Media, the crime rate is down 26% in DC. Even the mayor was on an interview earlier today and said crime rate is down compared to what it was last year, right? So, of course, he's going to inflate that. He deployed the National Guard because DC is not a state, so he has the jurisdiction of National Guard versus the mayor would right? Versus I'm sorry, not the mayor, the governor. Because I think DC doesn't have a governor. They have the president, then they have a mayor,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And other states would have an actual governor. And they wanted to try to sanction DC as a state, but some of them don't want that to happen.
Right.
So he did the same thing in California during the protests.
Right.
He deployed the National Guard, wouldn't let them handle it, and they said it's not even what it seems. He always implodes the stats. You know, he makes it bigger than what it really is.
Yeah.
And the mayor felt like, well, if he does this, because same thing he did in L.A., California, he pulled us in D.C., so he would try to do that in many other sovereign states. Overstep jurisdiction and pretty much be a dictatorship. You know, I'm the one regime. I'm the rule. I'm the end all be all.
Right.
But my thing is this though, and everybody want crime to be down. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want crime to be down, but it's like, you know, you talking about how they treating the police and the crime rate is down, but you didn't give a damn about the police during January 6th.
Right.
You know, when they were blatantly fighting the police, these people came, stormed the Capitol, pissed, defecated in the Capitol, smoked. I saw the video, dude lit up, he fired up one and smoked in there.
Yeah.
They was all in Pelosi's desk, pulling up files. But then the slap in the face to the police, you pardon those people.
Yeah. It was all in the name of MAGA though.
Exactly. Long as it's MAGA. But I
Yeah.
guarantee you, if that was MAGA out there, we wouldn't be hearing this, you know.
I
But that was all,
believe it.
it was all for his benefit. But, you know, it
Yep.
just doesn't make much sense, really.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I mean, it's kind of weird to see him do this because, you know, when it's people against him, you know, he doesn't really care about it, you
Right.
know, as much. And that's an interesting point. You know, I think it is true what Q was saying earlier about the homeless problem. I went to, what was it, maybe 12 cities in like 7 days. And each one of those cities had homeless problems.
Yeah. And you always going to
And
have that.
I remember this one city, I'm not going to say what it is, but in North Carolina, it was like crazy how many like homeless people were just sleeping all over the streets. It made the streets look bad, you know? And so, yeah, I mean, and DC does have a problem too. And yeah, I don't know about the crime rate, you know, because I've never really looked up those stats or paid attention to that as much. But I think ultimately, like you guys said, like he should be worrying about other things.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
that's the thing with this administration. This administration has come in and they're trying to do 100 different things at one time. And it's like, nobody, even his Trump supporting people, they don't care about a lot of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They elected him to, let's look at what's going on with the border, which, they did get those down, right? They also wanted him to bring down the gas and food and all this other stuff. None of that is happening right now.
Yeah.
They wanted him to end the wars. None of that is happening right now. This guy, and it's so funny because they want to talk about all these other wars that they're brokering. We just got this one deal done. There was a deal, there was an India war and blah, blah, blah. It's like, we didn't hear anything about these wars until now.
Right.
Nobody listen, nobody really cares about those wars here in America. Okay?
Right.
We care about what's going on with Russia. We care about what's going on with Israel. Okay? So that's what this administration needs to focus on that. Stop focusing on all this other stuff. Yeah. It's unbelievable that how they're trying to come in and do all this stuff. You're going to go to a neutral site, okay? DC is supposed to be a neutral site, and you're going to try to bring all of these National Guards. Oh, we're trying to stop the crime. Please, bro. Yeah. Who you trying to fool?
You gave me a good point.
He's a politician.
Word is deflection.
It's that part.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it for a moment, just a slither, I almost forgot about the Epstein files.
Yeah.
I literally almost forgot about the Epstein files.
He's banking on people to forget about
yes, so this ain't going to work.
He's a politician.
This DC tactic that you're pulling, we still want the Epstein files because you are on the list.
Yeah.
By you doing this as a deflection, produce those files. That's what we want, think about it. You have to do the most asinine thing, right? To get everybody mind of Epstein files. First it was, Obama had an act of treason. You know what I mean?
That didn't stick.
That didn't stick, right? Now it's like, you know what? I'm going to deploy the National Guard. I'm going to take a step further. I'm even going to put the FBI on the streets.
Mm-hmm. And
that's crazy. Not the FBI's job to do that.
It's not. And
it's not their job.
You're really wasting people money and just
that's wasting taxpayers' dollars.
To his point, it just don't make no damn sense, man. It just don't make no sense. And it's like, he knows what he's doing. And I'm pretty sure it's people that's in his cabinet that's just like, Trump, we getting kind of off task here. Like President Trump, we're kind of getting off task. And he's like, no. I know exactly what I'm doing. Just stand back and stand down.
But you know what, though? That's true. But there may be somebody in his cabinet also coercing him. Hey, do this, do that. We gotta distract the people.
Well, they're flooding the zone. You can go look up the clip of Steve Bannon talking about how they're going to flood the zone, and that's what they're doing.
That's exactly.
You see what they're moving something around in the White House every once in a while.
They move Obama's picture.
They moved Obama's picture, and now it was Martin Luther King's his bust.
So
they moved it somewhere.
Keep you occupied at some
creating
place.
propaganda.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
so they
doing.
keep you distracted that way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I want to go to this clip of the inflation. This is on MSNBC. Morning Joe. It talks about this inflation. Here we go.
The July Consumer Price Index was released moments ago. Couple questions. One, what did it show? And number two, did anybody get fired for it?
Well, I'll take the second part first. Nobody fired yet. Inflation is creeping into the economy. I think that is the big lesson. Having said that, the market, meaning the stock market, taking most of this in stride, in part really more than anything else, because we now have another 90 days, rather, on China when it comes to the tariffs. And I think there's a sense, and I know people talk about Trump always chickens out, but this idea that China's our biggest trading partner. There's always been this worry that there was going to be these massive tariffs on China. every time we get even close to the deadline, it gets pushed again and it gets pushed again. And so, yes, there's inflation, and it's small at the moment and workable. The question is, does it get worse? I think we don't know the answer to that yet. But I think the bigger issue and the thing that the market's been looking at is the China tariff story.
All right, so the inflation has increased 0.2% for this month and 2.7% for this year so far. Okay, year over year, inflation is up 3.1%. Yeah,
because the market is sitting in limbo. When you keep pushing these tariffs back, pushing it back, I don't know if you guys got stocks. I have stocks and I have crypto. And sometimes it looks like it's not really like shooting up.
Well, it's at an all-time high.
Well, what, the market?
Yeah, stock market.
The stock market.
They've been hitting all-time highs. Yeah.
Shit, mine ain't looking too good.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be real with you. Mine not looking. And I got some pharmaceutical stocks and some
well,
clean energy.
not for
stuff
pharmaceutical because they just did that deal.
And I got my clean energy is okay, but then I have the SP 500.
Okay.
And that was doing all right, but because crypto is volatile, so that don't really fluctuate off the market per se. But the market just kind of in limbo. It's just like almost in a flux.
Yeah.
It's like he keep pushing pushing the tariffs back, pushing it back. I think it's another tactic. It's another ploy.
Because Apple stocks are going down, right?
I believe
probably
so.
is.
Yeah.
But I mean, like theirs is gonna go up. I mean, they're
think
they're
Apple's
making
gonna go
money over there. Yeah, I wish I had gotten some Apple. But what do you think about the tariffs? Are the tariffs contributing to this inflation problem that's going on right now?
Definitely.
Okay.
I think that's why we in a 0.2%. I think that's exactly what China is our biggest trade. That's mostly almost everything made in China. Mostly all your electronics. China and Japan are the two biggest global on technology. And they are far, far more advanced than us in the technology space. Some things that, like they have like, you go in a public bathroom and you put your hand over, they have that in their house. We still turning a knob.
Yeah.
So they're far, far more advanced than us in technology. And trust me, China's not worrying about no tariffs because of what all the exports that they have throughout the world. I think we are a small commodity for China, I believe. I think we're because we get more exports. I mean, we get more imports from them, for them than they get from us. Because most, even in some countries, even the food we eat is so saturated and so polluted. They can't even take some of the food that we take in because of what the GMO and so much things like trans fat and so many. If you look on the back of these products, they got words you can barely pronounce.
Exactly.
Some of these things they don't even like. Like for example, even the Coke that we drink, they use pure sugar cane, and there's less preservatives. We got so much preservatives, so much additives because they want to do mass production to turn over a rate of profit.
Yeah, McDonald's overseas don't taste the same as the McDonald's over here. That was one of the biggest culture shocks. I was like, okay, I see a Burger King, a KFC over here, and I'm like, all right. But then you go in and it's like a different taste. You're like, oh shit.
You're probably using real meat.
Probably. So that's what I was saying. It's like I definitely get what you're saying on that. It's definitely not the same recipe. I forgot what country I was in. I went to one and it was like they had like shrimp and stuff on the on the meal at McDonald's. I think it had to have been somewhere it had to have been Italy. I think it was Italy.
Yeah. I know like in India, certain countries they use mutton as their beef. They don't use actual,
Yeah, them burgers don't taste
sometimes cows
the
are sacred in certain countries, so they use mutton.
Yeah, that's why I tell people, boy, go around the world, you'll see something different. Even at the McDonald's, even something as simple as McDonald's, you'll be like, damn, boy, I ain't never had this kind of McDonald's.
That Royale with cheese.
Oh, that's Pulp Fiction for you youngsters.
Yeah.
He's a
I don't
film
know.
man. So y'all probably might not catch that wave, but that is hilarious, boy.
Pulp Fiction.
Oh man.
Shout out
But
to
yeah-
Quentin
but yeah-
Tarantino.
Yeah.
Yeah, which apparently nowadays, not to get off topic for too much, but it's controversial to like Quentin Tarantino. But
For
anyways,
real?
yeah.
Damn.
Well, it's because his movies have the N word, and we're post.
Y'all care now?
Yeah.
Y'all care
So-
about
Exactly.
everything, but y'all don't care about Black history being taken out the Smithsonian.
Thank you. That part. Django was a good movie. I don't
and,
care.
and
Nobody
since he
said.
want to
Yeah.
be putting the police in DC, protect the museum.
Yeah, you probably
Trump.
coming for that next.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's like his playbook is just all over the place, man.
And
It don't make no
notice
sense.
every city back on the thing about what they brought up the point is he attacking cities with black mayors, right? And usually those are democratic cities, right? And they have 9 out of 10 they're gonna have a large urban community, and those it seems like that's the playbook. Whether it's a racial thing or whatever, but I truly think he really wants to make America white again. I think he wants to take it back to a certain time because he's attacking everything black.
The return of the hunky.
Take us back. So you're trying to do.
Yeah,
But yeah.
it's crazy, man. It's
I
crazy
mean,
times.
when I look at the inflation thing, that was the thing about the tariffs. It hasn't really been done in a long time, and so we don't know if it actually will work in today's world. There's a lot that has changed from 100 years ago,
Yeah.
and so I'm not surprised that we see some inflation. Now, how much are we going to see coming up? I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's a tough thing to kind of gauge because it's like it's a lie in wait situation right now. Inflation was going up a lot under Biden, and I didn't see this kind of.
Yeah, you know why too.
Well, yeah, but I didn't see anybody really talking about it. To be fair, when it was happening under him, as much as we're talking about it now.
Right.
Especially with these little 2%, or whatever.
And I think
Now it did stop under Biden, and at a certain point it did go down.
Yeah.
So,
But I think it's because like what you were saying. Well, we know why it went up under Biden, but what Trump stood 10 toes down on what he was going to do. When I get in office, the war would be over like that. It'd be over quick, and then it wasn't. Then it ended up being another war. Right? Then it'd be another war. Gas prices go down, your grocery bill, none of that. Now later on when he's in the campaign trail, he literally says like, well no, maybe not the campaign. Was it the campaign? Or when he did that public address, he was saying we still got more work to do. It's going to hurt. It's not going to be all good in the beginning. It's going to hurt, But this is not what you said.
Yeah.
Me personally, I knew the terrorists wasn't, because I know how terrorists work. I knew that wasn't gonna work. I just knew it was because you can tax them all you want. All they're gonna do is pass it on to the American people.
It's no end goal.
Yeah. I already knew that.
Somebody's gonna have to pay for it. It's not
And
gonna
then
be you.
honestly, I really think Trump don't really. Of course, it's clear, blatant. He gives two shits about the poor. Let's just put that on the table.
Yeah.
And then I think in this administration, he don't care about the working class either. Because really, you have more working class than you have the 1%. That's really the backbone of America. That's why the 1% are 1%, because the people who work for them. If they wasn't working for you, you wouldn't have the 1%.
Yeah.
So, and those are the
cleaning
ones
companies,
who
the landscapers.
Exactly. Those are the ones. The 1% is the
collars.
one who everything is benefiting, because they're not feeling this repercussions of all these tariffs and these things. So
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't going to work. And truthfully, we in America, it's safe to say we Americans, even though we really not for Trump like that, but really at the end of the day, you still really, to some degree, you really don't want him to fail.
No, you want him to do good.
Because if he does well, we do well, right?
Exactly.
But the tactics and the way he going about things, it's almost it results in a reflection on us.
what do you say to the people who do want him to fail? Because I feel like there are a lot of people.
Oh, a lot of
who
people do want him to fail.
They hate him. And they have the TDS.
Well,
What do you say to that?
For the non-politician people like me, because I get a lot of slack because, and
you not independent?
I'm independent, all right.
Okay.
By the way, when people say they're independent, I think that's kind of full of. You're a Democrat. Let's just call it what it is. You a Democrat.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and this might get me in some hot water on here, especially with was it Veronica? Yeah. I practice my right to don't vote, like to not vote.
Yeah, you get some flack.
Yeah, because it's always something I don't agree with on both ends. And it brings me to a point because I'm real spiritual. Yeah. Where it's like, man, it's just hard for me to put that much faith in man. You know what I'm saying?
As you shouldn't.
Because it's only so much that I can control. If there was so much things that I could control and I felt that, my opinion or my vote could change, I felt like some of these things would have been to happen by now because it's people that's been around for years that have the same morals and same values that I have, and they've been doing the same thing for quite some time, and have yet to been a significant change for people that look like me. When I was first enlisting to the military, they made us take a test because we didn't know no better, and this was around the time when Obama was voting, and I was just going to vote for Obama because he was black. To be honest with you, I was 19. I was like, black president, it's no brainer. You know what I'm saying? But when they gave us that test and they broke down my values, I was more of a Republican than a Democrat. So that just totally turned me off from politics then. Plus, a lot of people like to say, they get upset when it's like, okay, well, you don't have no room to say anything because you didn't vote. I kind of do. Like, I live here, like, just because I didn't practice one of my rights, I'm like, okay, well, do you have a gun? Why don't you have a gun? It's your right. Ooh. You know what I'm saying?
You got him there.
Like, why don't you have a gun? You think it's okay to be in America without a gun? Yeah. So you worried about necessarily me voting. I'm thinking about more so the rights that I can exercise personally. And if I don't want to get down with something, I should be able to have that choice. It's just like being a blood or a crip. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I want to remain neutral and don't involve myself in it, like, nah, I ain't on none of that. I should be able to have that choice without being bullied. But how this society has trained us, a lot of people don't even know how hard they come in for the non-voters and stuff like that. And it's a right. It's a right. I have the right to not be a part of all of this. Yeah. And that's cool. And truth be told, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. At some point, it's too much going on to really, for a big group of people to be on the same page at this point. To me, it's hard. It's so hard because everybody has a independent way of thinking. And I don't know. People just link up for entertainment purposes more so instead of like actually making a change. So when that's presented to me, I think I'll be able to think and see things a lot more clearer, because had I been born like in the era of the Black Panthers and stuff like that, that probably would have been something I would have got down with. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stick it to the man kind of guy. I'm a rebel at heart.
What about local elections? Do you vote in local elections?
I actually been getting more educated on that, and I'm actually registered to vote for that because I do want to. And that's just the thing, people. I don't want to just stay in the realm of non-voting, but for a while I just didn't agree with a lot of stuff. But seeing the things that go around in my community and stuff like that, especially being older, having children and stuff like that now, I understand how much that stuff makes a difference. Not to say the stuff on a national level doesn't, but I think it's just baby steps for people that's kind of like me. So I'm actually registered now, and I'll be more involved with my local stuff versus and maybe one day I might feel different about the national presidency and stuff like that. But for right now, it just seems like out of arm's reach for the people. It seems like that those fights are fixed.
Because at local level, it will affect you more on a day-to-day. Only thing is with on the local level, sometimes if you're not privy to what's going on, you almost got to go search to see who's running. You don't see no advertising. Or if you're riding down the road, you maybe see a marker or their flyer, then you got to go look it up And see, because you don't really see much.
It's not entertaining.
Yeah, it's not, and you don't see much town hall meetings from some of them. You know?
It's not as captivating.
So, the money isn't there. The money was there like that, for the logo. But you'd be surprised. A lot of people who didn't vote, and like they said, if you don't vote, that's a win for Trump too. But a lot of people don't vote. But and at the same time, a lot of older black people do have conservative values. A lot of black people really have conservative values. It's the fact that I'm about to choke. Oh my God. Let me spit my gum out.
Don't do that.
It's just the fact that the Republican Party don't look out for black folks or minorities as the Democrat falls. But I honestly, and that's not to say that the Democrat necessarily look out for black people like that as well too. But just the fact of the Democrats are in favor of social programs. So then they would call someone, or you favor a social program, they would call you, you're a socialist, you're a socialist. Yeah, you are a socialist. They're in favor of social programs. And you have to have social programs because this same government is what put black folks in the predicament that they are in.
Exactly.
That they on ahead, why they're, they may have, where's the average white family, what they have an average of what? What they bring in? I forgot what their average is.
I don't know.
It's something like, I don't even want to lie, but trust me, the black family is way, way, way less than what the dollar value that the white family have.
Right.
But
like Veronica always says, like they said that in 2030 something, like our net worth is supposed to go down to like zero, like the average, for a black family, so which is scary.
Zero.
So, that's if they don't start pooling and getting
by 2030.
Doing
something
in 5 years.
They needed. Hey, what do you think? You think they need to do
something.
like these white folks in the Ozarks? Some black people need to get together and get their land and build their own.
It sound good, but man, they done got us. They got us where they want us, man.
We got some places like that. There's some all black towns, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not like off to themselves community, but like
Pleasantville though, man.
You talking about a black? I'm talking about where they got their own stores. Mm-hmm. Of course, they don't have their own hospitals like they did back in the day.
Picture this. When you think about an all-black neighborhood, what do you think?
When I think about an all-black neighborhood, what you mean? What
just
type of neighborhood?
The landscape, dude. Just off the rip. When you think about an all-black neighborhood, what do you envision in your mind?
Hood, dog.
You thinking
exactly. And when you think about an all-white neighborhood, what do you think about?
Oh, Mount Pleasant.
But then,
you feel me?
But I'm gonna tell you this though: the same city we talking about in D.C. What is it? It was Ponce de Leon or whatever that the community in Satoma up there in D.C.
Yeah.
Predominantly black. They in the 1%, and it's like little mini mansions.
Mm-hmm.
You got subdivision like that in Atlanta too, but it's all predominantly black, and in Texas. Look like little mansions. See, when I think of a black community, that's what I dream, what I inspire. I'm not talking about the making.
The first thing that comes up. Come on now, let's be honest.
Be for real.
Well,
somebody was saying
you think
black
about
neighborhoods.
MLK Boulevard.
Because you got a lot of blacks. You got a lot of blacks who are at that poverty threshold.
Okay.
But
yeah,
it's only a few. It's
Mm-hmm.
only a few. But I try to think about neighborhoods like that.
Right.
I get that affluent neighborhood. That's what I try to think.
Yeah, and think about the people that's in those neighborhoods and how much people they got behind that's still in the impoverished neighborhoods.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For every handful, and I don't even need to do the statistics. I can look at my own family. Like for every person that's doing decent, it's like 10 other people that's struggling.
That's true.
So you know what I'm saying?
Hey, but don't get it twisted. There's way more impoverished white neighborhoods. Because that's where the trailer park and all that stuff came in.
Yeah, because, they got North Dakotas and South Dakotas, like places where you don't see a nigga in sight.
You got towns of like predominantly small town, predominantly white folks, and they all own food stamp.
Mm-hmm.
But they all vote Republican.
Yeah.
They all own SNAP.
America.
Welfare, exactly. with three Ks.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
And they all Republican. They vote against the interests.
They feel like they feel like the Native Americans, they feel like shit they old. Mm-hmm. They feel like this is our land, damn it. but not knowing that white people is the original immigrants.
Right. They are the
But that's
original,
another story, man.
What
What you got next for me
Um,
on the Wheel
well,
of Fortune?
We can talk about your realm, music.
Okay,
Talk
bring it
about
on.
hip hop. We got to talk about the
It's
Clipse
politics.
album. Okay,
Clipse.
we haven't really talked about the Clipse album. It's done really really well. I
It's a
think
great album.
if you're being honest, it's come out and a lot of people have liked it and have praised it. The Tiny Desk went wild.
Definitely did. That was,
it was-
very nostalgic.
And you thought the album was gonna be garbage,
especially when they did Virginia, man.
Hey, did they diss Drake on the album?
Come
on.
I didn't hear anything about them dissing Drake.
I don't think so. Nah, I would say
Before we
more
get
so.
into all of that,
Okay,
let's see. What do you guys think about the album?
We just said we
And,
liked the album. We
okay,
think the
but
album was
yeah,
good.
what's your take on it?
Why
Why was it great? What was the songs that you
You
liked?
know why? The maturity of it, the wordplay, the lyricism. When I always knew Clipse like that, they got good lyricism, good wordplay. You can tell that these dudes are mature.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can tell they mature. Yeah, they might talk a little street stuff here and there, and I get it.
And
if
they
that's-
come from that,
Yeah,
though.
exactly. You come from that, but at the same time, those dudes have mature lyrics. The same way people would say with Jay-Z. With the, you know what I'm saying, the 444 album. That was the last album, right?
Right.
They said it's a grown man project, and I think like even with a Nas,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. I would say this project has so much meaning because for one, he changed No Malice back into Malice.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and this is the first Clipse album I think in like 15 years. I want to say.
he got Malice to come out of retirement.
It's just, man, it's just great. It just feels like the first day, like when it's like Laura Willing, which I have that album. Like, and that was a great project. So I'm not sure if this is going to be their last project, but if so, this is like a great stamp for the Clipse, the Clipse as a group. Just flawless, man, flawless. Just how they just take you through stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like just take you through, the fact that both of their parents are gone.
Yes.
And so it's like, man, so you really realize that the brothers are all they have, you know what I'm saying? This is like a true meaning of I am my brother's keeper, you know what I'm saying? No matter if they separated for a little while and went on different walks of life, when it's time to come back for business, like they can both agree on that. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that Pharrell is able to hold his own without Chad, which is like, I did love Neptunes growing up. I just was into all that stuff. Shout out to VA, man. I get a lot of love in VA, man. Some of my good close friends are from VA. So it's just good for Virginia. It's good for that whole team, just like everybody that has grown with them. Solid album. Some of my favorite tracks are POV with Tyler the Creator. I figure he'll probably think Chains and Whips with Kendrick, but I like it, but it's not one of my favorites. So Be It is definitely one of those ones. Mike Tyson Blow to the Face. That, man, you have to come from a certain era just to catch that instantly. But that's one of them ones. FICO, Inglorious Bastards, because they got Ab Live on this this project, and that's good because he's been around them. He's a part of Re-Up Gang with those guys. And if you never heard of Re-Up Gang mixtape, I suggest you check that out. So Far Ahead. Definitely love to let guys sort them out with Nas and stuff because they switched the beat up. That's crazy. And but yeah, it's a great project all the way through. Album. I feel like it's gonna be Grammy nominated. I feel like it's gonna be Album of the Year. Next to Freddie Gibbs' project that just dropped, the Alfredo 2 with Alchemist. It's been a lot of great times. If you really love rap and substance, because I grew up on all that, but like I'm not too. I'm right in the middle. I'm right in the middle where I can appreciate the young stuff, the new stuff that's coming up. Like I like it too, but this is like what I was born and raised on. Is this type of music and in the structure. You know what I'm saying? Of substance, you know, where it's just like complete albums and to see a full rollout and stuff like that. You damn near felt like you could have went to the store and bought this album. Like, man, I can't wait till this album drop. I'm gonna go to FYI or Best Buy and buy it. But some people have been ordering it and stuff like that. I probably would get a physical copy of the album just because it's that dope, and I would want to have their first and last album together. Great project, man. Great project. I feel like it wasn't even a Drake diss needed. So you know what I'm saying? Man. Like if there was some,
come on now, but they used all of that to kind of promote this. Let's be honest about it. You know, they did use that to promote it. But listen, my thoughts on the album. The album was pretty good from what I heard. I mean, every single time a new song came on, I was like, oh yeah, I'm rocking with that. Like it had good moments. I liked the chorus for that one song. It's kind of like a long chorus. And
which one?
I can't remember what it is, you know.
Like POV.
Yeah, it probably is POV because
kilos in
yes, that song. I'm not gonna lie, some of that stuff is good, man. Like you can work out to that. I was like, okay,
that's a vibe.
So you know,
most definitely.
Listen, I mean, I think I really don't know anything about these guys, honestly. You know, from what I've
whack at first.
Because I mean, listen, I mean, these are unknown people. I mean, like they're known a little bit more now. Okay,
no, they always.
But before, nobody really know that. By the way,
from Cali though,
if you really want to talk about this, go watch that what was the ESPYs, and they were like performing there. Everybody in the crowd was just like sitting down. You know, like listen, most people don't know who these people are. It's okay.
Yeah, dude.
If you go down the street,
just said?
If you go down the street and you say who's Pusha T, most people ain't gonna know. Yeah. But if you ask them about Drake, they gonna know.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man.
And if you go down the street, and you ask people to name me 5 Pusha T songs, most people ain't gonna know.
Clipse
are known. Okay though.
Clipse they can name you 5 Clipse songs.
Yeah, because it just came out. I
can name you 5 Pusha T songs, but I can understand what he's saying. They're not mainstream.
Yes,
they're not mainstream, but they've kind of grinding, man. Like grinding, like
stood the test of time.
Grinding changed the landscape of rap, man. Like they really came through and like they really stood tall.
I don't want to get too negative about this stuff.
Hot damn, it's a new day.
Yeah, that's
what's the name of that song? Ooh, they wanted money. What's the name was that song? That was on Lord Willing.
I think it was Hot
Damn. Try to figure that out.
I think that was the name of the song, like Hot Damn.
I don't want to get too negative because I think that there was a lot of things that I liked about it too. Like you were talking about how the parents had passed away and they were talking about that in the album and, also like putting Bible verses in there and all that stuff. Like I could relate to all of that. Like, you know that, right? And the way that he was talking to, about his dad and about, how they, were talking about Bible verses and different things like that. I can relate to all of that. So like, I liked a lot of that stuff when I'm being honest. And I think that the album was a pretty solid album. I mean, like it's definitely something I'm gonna go back and listen to because listen, I mean, like as much as people want to talk about, oh, you're not a rap fan. It's like, no, I actually like rap. And when rap is good, like this, it was good in this, I'm going to go listen to it.
You like pop.
So.
and Black Summit family, we have came away, you know what I'm saying? Because probably a few episodes ago, this man was saying Pusha T was complete trash.
Yes, he sure was.
All of that.
Sure
so we making progress, and I'll take it. I'll take it. I ain't even gonna put too much on you.
I don't want to go too far.
But
like,
but
they ain't on Drake's level.
But man,
those
Pusha T albums in the midst of the Drake stuff, like
is he a minister?
Who
compared
Malice?
No Malice.
Compared to Drake, they're not close. It's okay.
Well, Drake was influenced by them.
So it's all right.
Right?
He's a minister.
You know that Drake was heavily influenced by.
They're influenced by Drake.
Yeah.
You heard what
he was buying all the memorabilia when he first came in the game.
Did you hear what the producer said?
He was such a big fan of the Clipse.
What's that guy? The happy guy. The happy guy was like, Pusha T listens to Pharrell. He was like, Pusha T listens to
Lord have mercy.
And just
That's how
because
you know
they
you lying.
Bishop
And
D
just- and
listens to Drake's music,
and
and
just
he
because
likes
they
his
diss
music.
each other don't mean that you ain't gotta listen to them. Like,
Yeah, yeah. You
like
they
Freddie
still
Gibbs
listen
said,
to
he
one
be
another.
listening
Nah, I
to
don't
Gunna,
listen.
and he dissed him
Yeah.
on the
I
song.
don't listen to.
They still listen.
I
But,
can't even listen to Rick Ross no more.
Oh,
all these
man.
people came after Drake. All of these
Damn.
people. I
That
can't
boy
listen
so
to those
Damn,
people.
that boy is
son.
he's
We ain't
so
in it.
loyal by
I
default.
feel
I ain't
you,
doing it.
man.
That
Well,
boy is so loyal
hey,
by
man.
default. That's
Well,
crazy to me.
I feel you in certain
I think
aspects
he
when it
getting.
comes
I think
to
Drake
that.
Drake sliding him some money.
But you know what was
in
the
his back
ultimate?
pocket.
You know what's the ultimate W of this whole project? Though
What's that?
is just showing that art is ageless.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? These
And it's
guys
subjective.
in they
Dude,
late 40s,
hey,
early 50s,
I
still
ain't gonna
making
hold
a
you.
dope project.
Hey, for the longest I thought they were twins.
Yeah, nah,
They
they
kind of
not.
look like it.
I
mean,
I always thought they
genes-
were twins,
the genes
man.
are
I
just
didn't know
strong.
that. I was like, dang, them dudes. Dude like 52, other one like 47 or 48. I was like, dang.
Yeah. Pusha's the
52
younger
or 53.
brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, I literally thought them dudes was twins,
Yeah,
man.
And them boys is like, I mean, I know music. I know life is a young man's game. Like people always try to make it seem like music, especially black music. I don't see that in white music, or what should I call it? White music. I don't see it with white artists. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see like the age limit being like
Like they
included.
being as a
You know
big-
what I'm saying?
what
Like
you
yo,
mean,
you too
or they
too
tell
old
they
to be
too old,
rapping.
listen- yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't hear like you too old to be
'Cause-
singing. You too old to be pop. You're too old to be doing country. You too old to be doing rock and roll. I don't hear that
And
in
white,
those
yeah.
genres with those artists. You know what I'm saying?
But
I
you
think-
know why, right?
Why?
Because black music, like rap music and stuff, that's the music for the club. And
Yeah.
if you the old
No.
man in the club,
But at the
you
same
know?
time, we got to get
No,
older.
no,
So
that
what
ain't-
about the
no,
dads?
that's-
I'm not saying
pick up their
Clipse
kids
is.
from
No,
school.
no. I know that.
Okay.
You know
No,
what
that's
I'm
not.
saying?
No, the reason why they say that because rap started off as a young kid,
Yeah.
teenage,
Yeah.
in the park,
And it's
Start
competitive.
off in
You
the
know what
park.
I'm saying?
It's like you say if you in high school, we beatbox and we break dance and start off young.
Mm-hmm.
Then when they started rapping, those older rappers like Big Daddy Kane dudes, I used to back in the day, Run DMC, them dudes was like 20, 21.
Yeah.
Right. You're right about that, but
Nowadays, of course, you got rappers younger, but a lot of your hot rappers, like your Clipse, like he just said, in his 40s, 50s, Jay-Z in his 50s, you got Rick Ross in his 40s.
Yeah.
and
Even
some
Freddie
of these
Gibbs,
dudes-
he in his 40s.
Exactly,
too.
and these dudes still making good music, you know what I'm saying?
Currency
Because
in his
black
40s.
don't crack.
Yeah. That's
You know
the
what I mean?
thing about it.
they're making
and it's
good
still
music,
youthful.
but the reason why, like people won't go buy a Jay-Z, Party in the Club rap album right now, if he came out with one, because he's like
he's
the
not
old
making
guy
that
in
kind
the
of
club.
music.
I know, but I'm using him as an example.
But you know what, man? Hip hop hasn't been alive that long. See, now hip hop has
It's only
been
like, what, 50, by the oldest
exactly. So
51,
now,
yeah.
so you never seen a genre of music that has like literally been growing with the artist.
Exactly.
So now we're in
It's
an
true.
age where like hip hop expands further than the club. Hip hop is on the yachts now.
It's global.
Hip hop is on the cruises now. Like hip hop,
Yes.
like it could be a group of people that's 30 and up enjoying a hip hop event. Like we could have our own space. Like it don't have to be the 20, you know what I'm saying? Cause like at one point in time when hip hop was started, like it only went to like probably the 30s. Like only people that was probably like the 30 standpoint, 30 and under could understand it. Now the age gap from hip hop has grown. You got artists that's making it to 60s and 70 years old. So
I think it's only before hip hop. I'm thinking it's only two form of music that went global, right? Jazz and gospel, right? That went to different countries. Because it's not country. They don't do country music. At least I've never heard country music in Africa.
Never.
Or even in the UK or nothing like that, right?
Yeah.
But hip hop is everywhere.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. Like
Yeah.
you said, some clubs you gotta play some hip hop music now to have people to get up and dance.
Right.
You know.
But some clubs you can't treat like the young club, like the club that we might go to. You know what I'm saying? Like people we might go there, they might want to hear the hits.
Right.
And while the younger club might want to hear what's hot right now.
What's right now, exactly.
But
exactly.
those two can be on the same
They can
street.
be on the same stream.
You know what I'm saying? So.
You get a grown and sexy vibe. You can play what's going on now.
And you'll see me
and
at both spots.
Exactly. And then you can do. I'm gonna try to be more in the lounges and the ground.
Yeah.
I can't get down with the younger dude. Yeah,
I go into the VIP when I'm at the younger spots. I be like, because it's just good to catch a vibe. It's like good to see the energy. Like, damn, boy, that used to be me out there, boy, getting it, boy. Yeah.
But I like the grown and sexy spots who play the nostalgia and then who play the new stuff. Because the new stuff is a vibe. Even though sometimes I understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
But the beat's so hard.
Yeah.
Because I give hip hop one thing. The production value got better and better and better and better. I mean, it just I think that's what's really kept hip hop alive.
Yeah.
Not saying the lyrics skill wasn't as good, but man, dude, Rick Ross got whole symphony behind with Maybach. I'm like, God, I'm listening to this. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, man.
The productions got so much better because these dudes. Remember one time you had to do a lot of sampling.
Right.
Nowadays you got some producers actually play keys and they, man, I want to sample this and I want to play my own keys on it. So they playing drums or playing wind instruments or whatever, you know. So the production value got way better. Remember how simplistic Run DMC the more beats was?
Yeah.
And and some of the beats until Houdini them came into play and Heavy D and those dudes back in the day, and because Houdini went overseas and got some beats. They went overseas. That's why we got my favorite Houdini song, One Love.
One
Love. See, he don't know nothing about that. He just
man, that's one of my favorite songs. That reminds me about my uncle, man. God bless him.
He was still swimming in the sack. He ain't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, man. But nah, hip hop, man. Hip hop is beautiful, man. It's just good to see it. To me, right now, I'm just good.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm just good to see that now it's starting to be appreciated. Because one point in time, I do music, and sometimes I feel like, damn, am I getting too old for this game, or am I getting too old? Because sometimes, especially for the people, that your woman or something like that, or your family, they might be like, damn, he's still doing this music thing and shit like that. Like, but I don't know, when it's something you love, it's like, man, why stop? You know what I'm saying? Because when it's something you love, it just hit different. And a lot of people don't have things that they love. A lot of people are passionless. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they may knock you for your passion. And for my artists that's out there, don't stop creating. Yeah. Keep creating. See these moments that's happening in front of us right now as motivation. Like, it may not be your time right now, but at some point in time, it may be your time. You know what I'm saying? Even if you might have blown certain opportunities and stuff like that, because sometimes I feel like that too. I'd be like, dang, maybe if I had this mind frame that I had right now at 20 something, I would be on. But at the same time, God is gonna bless you how He's gonna bless you, and that's why I felt like I came to school here, because like I love media as a whole. I love the movies, I love the music, I love everything that goes into all of this, and man, just keep creating, y'all. Keep creating.
I think, man, keep doing what you're doing. Long as how old are you? Were you 32, 30? I'm gonna take that.
I ain't gonna give them the sauce, but I'm in my 30s.
Your 30s. I think long as the music is mature as you are, you ain't rapping about young boy stuff.
Yeah,
then that's when it'll become kind of corny.
Yeah.
But if you rapping about stuff that you relate to, whatever you went through, I think then that's the authentic of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you a father now. You ain't rapping about hanging out with your pants sagging, because you probably don't do that no more.
Nah.
Now, if you said something you did back in the day, you can reflect because you did it back in the day.
Yeah.
Because people will be like, "Damn, how little dude is he talking about doing this and doing that?" And like,
I be trying to elevate it. Talk about buying houses and shit.
See, that's that part.
Shit like that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Get my daughter this college plan so she don't need no man.
Boom. Boom. Banksy bitches, Basquiat.
That's what I liked about 444. I felt like Jay-Z was really like, he was on some stuff that like I had never really heard in an album before. Like, he's talking about like trying to like get money, and like how to like he said, rinse it.
That was
I was like, dang,
that was his doctorate right there.
Yeah.
Man, like that was super graduation.
Smart rap, that was cool.
All right, it's time to talk about the GOAT.
We just did
hip hop.
We was just talking
rapping hip hop. So Drake has teased.
You meant the throat goat.
Drake has teased an album, a tour for his new album, Iceman. with a video that he put on Instagram. He got 13.8 million views so far.
Numbers.
Yeah. What do you guys think of What Did I Miss and some of these other songs that he's doing? And he's trying to do like this rollout where he does these live streams.
Drake gonna do numbers
and all of this other
He's
stuff.
gonna do numbers.
Drake gonna do numbers.
Yeah, he's solidified, man.
Yeah, he makes some. What's that one song? Is that called No Kia? They play on the radio.
Yeah,
when you
Baby
switch up the
girl.
beat. Yeah,
They play it on the radio?
I can see that in the party. You know what I'm saying? You at a pool party or I can see that you on the floor
I like
vibing and
it.
bopping too. Yeah.
I like it.
Dude, I don't got no problem with Drake at all. No, but he makes those party feel good music. You know.
It's crazy. He tried to express himself in some of them songs. Like he tried to like let out all his gripes, like on "Give Me a Hug."
Is
like
he
this
singing?
nigga was like, man, he was just going off about like how things been hard on him, like how the world was
he
hard on him,
singing his
and then
raps
get
or he
to "Give Me a Hug." I'm like, you want a hug? He's like, I'm like, yeah, you need a hug. He talking about all this stuff, man. I'm like, man, he be trying. Savage, you the only one checking on me.
Oh, so he was rapping, not singing.
Yeah, he wasn't
Nah,
singing.
he was rapping.
He was rapping. He was
Oh,
rapping.
he sang too now.
He rap when he get upset. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. He rap his ass off.
And he sang-
He's a
he
good
sang when
rapper,
he
dog.
happy?
Like Drake is
Dude,
a good
let me tell you
artist.
something, man.
Drake is a good
One
artist.
of my
y'all.
favorite.
Call it
No,
what it is.
two of my favorite Drake songs. I'm on record saying this.
Drake is the GOAT.
With the song with song with Trey Songz, Successful, and that beat simple. That joint hard.
Yeah.
Another one of my favorite songs Drake got. The one he said, "You fancy, huh?"
Yeah.
You fancy, and he hit T.I.
That was
Then he
dope.
come in there. Of course, I still did like I killed that past summer.
Yeah.
Him with Chris Brown. No guidance.
Yeah.
That joint hard. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Nah,
That joint
man.
hard.
Drake,
Now
man.
listen, he make good party songs. I see why people will gravitate to him because you want to
Yeah.
feel
Does,
good and
but
party,
y'all
have a good
just
time.
listen to the hits. You just named off two of
That's
his
all I
biggest
care
hits.
about is the hits. That's
Yeah.
all I care about.
I mean,
the
he
hits.
got some other songs like I like the Pound Cake
Yep.
and
Okay.
stuff like that, like stuff like off of that era of Drake.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's like I always got to pick songs from him.
Certain
He's like
songs.
he's a playlist rapper. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna pull songs like I don't think he has. He might have a full project that you can jam all the way through, but it's hard for me because it's just sometimes it goes deep into the melodic stuff, and I'd be like,
Yeah, see the singing and
I
all
don't
that. I
be-
just seen really not.
I
I'm
don't be
on
with
one,
it.
but seem like you tell me we picking the hits, but like,
that's what he made.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what he
Most of
is.
his
He's a
stuff is
hit-
so
He makes a
popular.
lot
They
of
all
hits.
hits.
He's a
That's
hit
what I'm
maker.
saying.
He's a
Yeah.
hit
Like y'all
He's
look at the
but
hits
he's not a B-side
and y'all
rapper.
try to grade him off of those and say, well, he doesn't have much depth. It's like because you're only listening to the hit songs.
No, I listen to
A
some
hit
got a
song
lot of
is a
hits.
hit song.
He got a
Yeah.
lot of
Okay.
hits.
Even
You know,
in,
a lot
but
of
like I
hits.
said, like
Like-
even in his hit songs, he be trying to describe himself like so much. He be like, she said I wouldn't be as big as Trey songs, boy, was she wrong? Like,
And
she
does he
said
does
that
he,
over a bop? Like,
but
you
yeah,
know
but
what I'm
does he
saying?
go
Like,
deep? I mean, I don't know. I mean, does he
Yes,
go
if
deep
you
in his
listen to
lyrics?
some of his other music.
he talks about some stuff like with his pops and moms
Okay,
and
okay,
stuff
I
and
got
all
you, I
that.
got you,
Like,
got you.
you know, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Being at the top of the chain, it's gonna be all kind of stuff that's happening to you. So I
It's
feel like he's
always.
constantly inspired because he's always getting shot at. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Yeah, that's the
sometimes I feel like it's self-inflicted and sometimes it's not. Some things wasn't his fault. Like the Meek Mill situation, I don't think that was his fault. That's why he became
What was that
victorious
one?
out of that. I think it was a situation where Meek Mill was just kind of just tripping off
Like
the.
Nicki or something? Or something?
Nah, it
No.
wasn't even off of Nicki. It was just something like just Meek
Hey,
was
I
just.
don't even know what
I think
that
Meek was
beef
just
came
being
out.
jealous,
People
honestly.
just-
Like
yes.
Meek was just
Being
honestly at that
Kendrick
time.
was
Meek
jealous,
Meek
too.
was just
He's
jealous
a little
around
jelly,
that time. You
a
know
little
what I'm
jelly.
saying? But
Kendrick was jealous. The whole
but no,
industry's
I don't
jealous
think.
of him.
See, at that time,
The whole
no.
industry.
And that's the thing
Man,
about it.
stop,
Like
man.
he don't remember when we was on Drake's side when he was going around with Meek. Like I wanted Meek to clap back. I was like, damn, Meek, come on, man, bring
Yeah.
them bars out.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
Drake was on
Nobody-
his ass,
Bruh,
and we was with him because Drake didn't start that beef.
he didn't. And
But
dude,
Drake started this beef. He
Yeah.
called Kendrick out, and it's like okay, because
He
he
did,
felt
he
like
did.
he felt like he was that. You know, he felt like he was that nigga. But you know,
There are still people to this day adding their name to the list of people who are hating on him. You saw Chris Brown come out. You saw T-Pain come
Chris
out.
Brown.
You got this Ebro dude coming out, which he was talking shit a few weeks ago.
Why he hating
But he's
on
been
Drake?
talking stuff from the beginning.
But I
Why?
think Drake kind of
All
put
of
his
this because they
Just for
don't
no
like
reason?
that
No,
he's gotten
Drake-
to
what
this
is it?
point.
Drake put
For
his
no
foot back
reason.
in his
They
mouth
don't
again
like-
recently while saying that UK rappers are better than all American. Why would you say
Yeah,
something like
He
that?
said
That's
that
dumb.
because
So,
he
hey,
knew it was going
that's
to upset
dumb.
So,
y'all.
let me ask you this.
Like,
The
R. Kelly
reason
said,
why
"That's
he
dumb.
said, let me tell
Use
you
your
why.
brain."
Let me tell you why. Listen, by the way, I don't agree with him.
Yeah, that's
But
terrible.
the reason why he said it is because y'all came after him and tried to say he wasn't an American,
Who's y'all?
and he wasn't doing what he was doing for all the American rappers and all these other people. And so he said, okay, fine.
So-
if y'all feel that way, I'm gonna just cut y'all out.
But let's
completely.
he making
That's
it
why
sound
he
they
hasn't
can't
done-
win
but
without
let's not-
Drake.
let's
That's why he
confuse
hasn't done
this.
any performances here in America. And I wonder if
But
he's
he's
going to
going
do
on
the
tour.
tour here.
But
Yes,
we,
he is.
but
Yes,
we,
he
but
is.
we
Let's
brought, but
he
we
gonna
brought
do it,
him
yeah.
in. America put him on.
Exactly.
He
What are you
didn't put
talking
America
about?
on. He didn't expose America to this
Wow.
new Canadian vibe.
see what happens?
Man, Jay Prince and Lil Wayne and them took a chance on him.
You see what
They
happens?
Houston adapted
Hey,
him.
you know what?
He came into like it's not enough culture in Canada
And
to be
thank you,
influenced
dude.
to be a Drake.
This
Drake is a fucking whirlwind of
Y'all wanna
cultures.
talk about
like he done
how
pulled
he-
from this culture, this
You know
culture,
what,
this
man?
culture, this
You know
culture,
what?
this culture.
this
It's
dude
not
here.
that.
Like he done pulled
he
from
the-
Memphis,
he-
Cali,
he the
New
type
York,
of, hey, he
Houston.
He the type of dude you will have a house and he'd be like, "Oh, Q, I know this your house and you started this, but yo, let my man come in. He'll give another dude your keys to your crib." I'm like, dude, what's
Y'all
wrong
forget
with you, man?
y'all forget who Drake's daddy is, and you forget who his uncle is, and
Who's
you
his
forget
uncle?
about his
Yeah, his
roots.
dad's from Memphis.
I
He
know that.
is
You know.
rooted
His dad don't
in
do music.
American culture. He always was. And you have this Kendrick guy who was jealous of him.
But he wasn't
Who
always
came
rooted in
in.
hip hop
Exactly.
though.
This
Nah.
guy who came
Start off
in
with acting,
and it
right?
was
The grass.
jealous of Drake and has spun people's minds such around that they're over here trying to
So-
say that Nicki is an American and we shouldn't be listening to Nicki no more. Did you
do.
see that happen a couple of weeks ago? Like these
Hey.
people have lost their minds because they've been
So-
listening to Kendrick Lamar tell them that these rappers aren't American and they're culture virtues
calm
and
down.
all this other
He
stuff.
about to cry.
All
Calm
this stuff
down.
that they try to come out
about
and
to
say.
cry.
It's like,
about to
what?
cry.
We have gotten to a point where people are G-checking people's heritage.
So, hey.
Like, oh my God, Nicki is actually like some other like Caribbean
Yeah,
thing.
she's like
Trinidadian.
Trinidadian.
She's
Yeah.
Trinidadian. Hey,
That's still black, bro.
Let me ask you this.
Y'all are unbelievable.
all
These
this
people that come in here and say this stuff.
So you're saying all
I'm just
the
saying that
beef
he has
Drake-
roots in America.
All the
Y'all are
beef
so-
that Drake has.
Okay.
You saying that
That he didn't
I'm
start
just
he
any of
didn't
saying-
this.
start none of that?
I'm not saying
said
that
so,
he
none of that?
wasn't liable, but if there's clips of
That's a
Drake,
good word.
there's
Liable.
clips of Drake back in the day talking about how he just wants peace. He wants peace.
I would too if I got everybody
and all these
coming
people,
at me.
yes, the people
hey,
came
but
after
why
him
do the
because
things
they
you
are
do?
jealous.
Yeah.
I don't. It's a lot of
So the
things that
beef-
Drake
so-
do in real life though
so-
that
so you-
spills over to the music.
So you're saying everybody's jealous of Drake, right?
Yes.
So
I doubt it.
So
This
you saying
guy
he
came
he
in.
does nothing and they just
This
all
guy
jealous.
came
So
in.
that's why they
But you
all
do
just
know-
going at him.
if
They're
you-
just jealous
if-
of him.
But
You
Drake,
have to tell
if
the
they
full
were
story
jealous
of
of
Drake.
him,
What's the full
why
story?
wait till he gets to this point? Because Drake has been successful for quite some time. If they were jealous of him, they wanted
They've
to
been
oust
saying
him.
stuff.
They could have ended him when they started him.
But they've been
you know what I'm saying?
it
They
from
wouldn't
the
they wouldn't
beginning.
let
Makes
Drake
sense.
get
That's
so
the
big.
whole point.
Dude.
Y'all act like 2013 didn't happen when Kendrick went after Drake completely.
He didn't just
Hey,
go after
it's
him.
more
Yes,
to the
he
story.
did, dog.
No, we talking about Control, right?
Yes.
So what about Big Crit responding to Control?
Those
What
people
about
weren't
Big
on
Sean?
the level of these guys.
See?
So that's what I'm
Now
saying.
you
You
want
trying
discredit
Come on
him.
now.
So
You want
now you
discredit him.
so
Y'all
but
have
is
to
that
be
the same
honest.
time?
Y'all have to be
so
honest.
you
That's what
trying
I'm
to
saying.
single Drake
They're not
out
on the level
in
of
a,
Drake.
He
in a,
moved the
in a
goalposts
song
every
where
time. He moves the
Kendrick
goalposts
went at
every
everybody.
time.
Kendrick was drawing the line from the beginning. He like, hey, I just want all you niggas to know that none
Nah,
of
he was
y'all
going
can
after
fuck with
Drake.
me. None of you. He made that clear. As time started progressing, they made a big three: him, Kendrick, Cole, because these are the most
Well, people call
lyrical
them the big
rapper.
three, right?
You know what I'm saying? People call them
They call
that.
them big three.
And in the midst of that, because like in the class where he was dissing when he made Control, it was a whole handful. It was more artists that they were considering like top lyricists.
Yeah.
So as that time, some of those artists decided to fall back. You know what I'm saying? Take the high road, just do different things in their career.
Yeah.
So now it gets to this point where he's still mentioned amongst the top lyricists. So he wants me. So he comes back again. Like, let me make this clear again, fellas. None of you can fuck with me, and that's how you're supposed to feel as a rapper.
Yeah,
But
rap
the
is a
problem
competitive
is,
sport,
I would be
man.
okay
It's a
with that if
competitive
Kendrick
sport.
was actually him, but he's not.
He is
That's
him.
your opinion.
And he come,
That
and,
is
and then
your
he comes
opinion.
from, and then he comes
That's-
from a battle background.
Exactly.
I
That's
I don't
your
see Drake.
opinion.
Drake ain't battle nobody to get to his spot.
It's so
like,
funny
your
Cole
because
ain't battle nobody to get to
When-
their spot.
when people try to say that Kendrick is better than Drake, they have to mention, oh, he's a lyricist and he's all this other stuff.
But Kendrick
when
experienced
you
more.
Is
talk
a
about
lyricist.
Drake being the GOAT, you say, well, the numbers are undeniable.
So
the
you think
career,
just, so you
the
think
career.
just because
Hold on.
you make a whole
The-
lot of money
I
off something
never-
that makes you the
I
best?
never call him the
Listen,
GOAT.
wait
Does
a
that
minute,
make
let
you
me-
the best?
call him
Money
the
Let me
makes
finish
you
my
the best?
point. Let me finish my
I
point.
never called Drake.
Let
the
me
GOAT.
finish my point. Hold up.
Yeah.
When we
never
talk
called him
about
the GOAT.
Kendrick, listen to what I'm saying. When we talk about Kendrick, we say, well, he's a better lyricist. He has more depth. He has all these other things. That's what makes him great. But when Drake fans talk about Drake, they say the
Let's
The-
talk about numbers.
You can't
the
even
numbers.
remember,
Wait a
man.
minute. Let me talk for 2 seconds. The numbers are undeniable. Okay, the career is unsustainable. All right, you've never seen a career like this before in the history of hip hop. Okay, so when you talk about those two things versus each other, okay, you have to go and say, well, let's make up something for Kendrick to make him the GOAT. We don't have to do that. It's good. We go numbers, we go career, we go the albums and the different people that he's put on over the years. You guys want to talk about how he's not in American culture and how he culture vultures? He put a lot of these artists on. We wouldn't even know who Lil Baby is, by the way.
No, hell.
It's okay though.
See,
Hell
It's
no.
okay
This
though.
dude delusional.
Hell no.
This
Hell
dude is
no.
very delusional.
Hell
man.
no.
It's
Hey,
okay.
my
Hell
thing
no.
is this.
By the
That
way,
boy-
he
Hey,
ain't hitting the same.
This is
since-
my
Hey, them
so
boys-
so
the
hey,
same.
help me understand this, right?
His last few
Help
projects ain't
help
hitting
me
the same.
help me understand this. Let's say Q work at McDonald's,
Okay.
then Q get fired. Now Q go to Burger King, Q get fired, right? Now let's say Q go work at Wendy's, Q get fired. Now Q left Wendy's, now Q go to what's another Q go to Taco Bell, he get fired. Q go to Arby's, he get fired. What is that? 5 restaurants like this name? Or you gonna start thinking like, damn, and then you listen to Q. Oh yeah, man, I'm boy. You be like, damn, every job tripping, you get 5. Make
get
it.
your
I mean,
point.
just make it make sense. to me.
I like that.
Make it make
I like
sense.
that. I
It
like
doesn't
that.
make no sense to
I like
me.
how you did
now,
that.
granted, I'm asking because you obviously are invested. I'm not saying that he did do something or he didn't do something. I'm a very logical person. Make it make sense. If he got fired from 5 jobs, there's no way in hell you would be sitting on this podcast. Y'all hating on Q.
They
You
are,
McDonald's,
but
you hating. Arby's, you hating.
what
You're hating. Stop hating on Q.
What you just did
Stop
was
hating.
you tried to
If he get
gloss
fired
over.
from every job,
Hold
it
on.
got to come to a point where you got to say,
He gotta be
damn,
a
got
Q,
fired.
It's something must be going on with Q.
He never got fired.
Nah.
That's the whole
No,
thing.
I'm using
But
an
let
analogy.
me. Yeah, you're
It's
using
something
such a
going on with
small
Q.
analogy. You're
It's
you're
something
making it
going on
seem
with
like
Q.
he's like some little low-level employee, bro. This is the
No,
GOAT.
man.
This is
You
the one
missing the
who's
whole
on the
point.
top
He's the-
of the game.
You missing
You're
the
talking
whole
about
point.
somebody who's on the top, the very top
So
of the
he
game.
can't do no wrong in your
and
eyes?
has
He can't-
done-
Obviously, he can't.
Obviously
Listen,
he can't. And he's
Drake is the holy
He's
grail.
done.
for
Hold
us
on,
he
let me say
concerned.
my point. You guys never let me talk whenever I'm saying it because you know I'm hitting. You're talking about somebody who is on top of the game. He does not need these rappers and these other people, but he puts them on because he likes what they're doing.
Damn,
and
he
he
put
says,
on
okay,
everybody.
I'm going to use my formula.
He started
I'm going to
hip-hop.
use my formula and I'm going to put you on.
So why
okay?
was he
Hip-hop
rapping
didn't
like the
exist.
Migos
Notice,
on their own song?
Hold on, let me ask you something. By the way,
Oh, what's that one
Offset
song?
was just
Remember
on.
Versace,
he was just
Versace?
on with the guy that used to
Remember
be
that one
on
song?
Joe Budden's podcast, and he actually said, "Yeah, Drake put us on. He co-signed us. You can go look at that clip up."
Who put on
by the
who?
way,
Who he put on?
He
Huh?
made.
You talking about the Migos?
He helped out their career just like Lil Wayne helped out.
co-signed.
So who is Lil Wayne if he's the GOAT? If Lil Wayne
Exactly.
put him on?
Listen.
what
I
I'm
love
saying.
Lil Wayne. And
Like Drake
Lil
is
Wayne,
not responsible for Drake. Drake had to get
Young
like
Money,
man.
right?
Drake was
definitely
on.
gotta
Drake
put
was on
I'm
tour.
I'm not saying.
Dude,
Go ahead.
The whole Carter 3 tour, he
agree
was
with you.
sitting in the
Thank you.
bagrand.
I agree with you on
Him
that.
and Nicki Minaj
Hey,
just
I agree with
sitting
you on that.
watching greatness.
And then-
How many upcoming artists have the privilege to be that close to the greatest? Like,
And then, dude, I'm
agree
gonna
with
go
you on that.
back.
I
I'm gonna go
agree
even
with you on that.
further.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go even further. Something he don't even know about. Drake. It wouldn't even been no Drake if it wasn't for Jay Prince.
Yeah.
He put him on. You probably, and that's Houston. You don't
Yeah.
even know who Jay Prince is. He put him on. It wouldn't been no Drake for Jay Prince and Lil Wayne
I'm
with
not
Young
disagreeing
Money.
with all
I'm
that.
But
telling you.
Drake putting
and
everybody
they saw
on.
him as a tool for marketing more
Of
so than his
course.
skill. They knew that they had to put him in artist training camp because when he came in the game, he was just singing at first. Like, look up the song "Brand New," like which is one of my favorite songs from Drake that he actually sings. But like back then, that's the shit that got him being discovered on MySpace by Jay Prince's son. So you got discovered
right.
from an American group. You know what I'm saying? From an American like hip hop royalty. You know what I'm saying? And they took time. They put money into Drake. A lot of artists don't get the artist development that
He
a
did
Drake
get that
got.
development, yeah.
Like this nigga was pretty much trained by like the Kobe. Like imagine a player being to go to a basketball camp that's with Jordan, LeBron, and Kobe. Like
Yeah,
that's the training camp that
You
nigga
should
went
come
to.
out number one.
Like
on
he went to
top.
the training camp that most people can't even afford.
But let me ask
or
you-
just not even privileged
Let me
to
ask you
get to.
just one question, Q.
What's that?
Do you think that was the only person that they did that for?
What you mean?
And where are all the other artists that they did that for? He was not the only one that they did that for.
But
Come
he's the
on
most,
now.
But he's the most marketable though.
He was not the only one
He's
that
the-
was
but
put
he-
on
but he
like
was
that.
the mo- but
There
everyone,
are,
but
there
every,
are so many artists in this industry. This is your industry.
but when you
who
but,
get
when,
an opportunity.
but when you can sing and
not
rap,
everybody. You either
you're an
you either
anomaly.
sink or you swim.
but when you can sing and rap, there's an anomaly. Like Little Twist couldn't do all
I know,
that.
that's why
Like
I
look
tell
at Nicki
them.
Minaj.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why Nicki Minaj is where she at. They gave them the same formula, and look at it.
Listen.
They're both the top two female and male artists.
And Nicki Minaj got her grooming out
And
of
guess who they
Hey,
got that from?
But
Wayne.
And Nicki
you
Minaj
remember-
got her grooming
Hey.
out of Atlanta.
You know what I'm
y'all
saying?
remember
She was
Young
out-
Money?
she came
How
out
many
of
people
Atlanta.
were on Young Money? All them rappers,
lot of them.
they ain't even
A lot of them.
close.
But listen, but
They ain't even
but
close.
but none of them had the same style. Like Nicki and Drake was the only two unique ones that both intertwined singing with
yes,
their
I
rapping.
know. That's very deep rooted into hip hop, y'all. We can go back to Lauryn Hill, and you can probably find somebody who's even before Lauryn
Their
Hill.
CEO
No,
did something that
nobody
worked
was
well
doing-
for
nobody
him.
was
Their
doing
well,
something like that.
their
I'm just
CEO
saying.
did. The only person that really worked well for was Missy Elliott.
Okay.
Like
All right,
so,
but yeah,
And
if
she
you
still
go back,
didn't really sing.
yeah, it's still,
Still
but
wasn't
like
really
some,
singing.
but
but
like
it's deep rooted into hip hop. Y'all
Lil
try to
Wayne-
act like it's not a part of hip hop.
Lil
Go ahead.
Wayne
No,
knew
we're
that
not
they
saying
could
it's
do
not a
something
part of
better
hip-hop.
than him. Like Lil Wayne knew, and that's how selfless Lil Wayne was. Lil Wayne knew that Nicki Minaj and Drake were going to be bigger than him as
I'm
long
not
as they
disagreeing
followed
with any
this
of that.
rule book.
You think
So
they
they
bigger than
followed the
Lil
rule
Wayne?
book to the T. Yeah.
You think so?
Not to me, they're not
Yeah.
better artists to me than Lil Wayne.
Right.
All right.
But to me, yeah, they're bigger.
Bigger than
Definitely,
Lil
they're
Wayne.
bigger than Lil Wayne at this point.
The
I mean,
numbers-
if
the
you want to
numbers they
compare the
doing,
numbers,
as far as the numbers, what they
and
doing?
here's another thing: Drake's not my goat.
That's his
Kendrick
goat.
is not my goat.
Exactly. He's not
Okay.
my goat.
You know what I'm saying? Like hip hop, it means a lot more to me than just numbers. It
Right.
means skill. So
Who's your goat?
my goat,
Is who?
my goat, honestly, is Jay-Z. Honestly,
Oh, Jay-Z's
That's
your
why
goat?
he don't like-
honestly,
Jay-Z's not my
honestly,
goat.
That's why he don't like Drake.
Honestly, Jay-Z is my goat.
Is Drake is bigger than Jay-Z?
Yeah, right now, bro. Listen, the
but
numbers,
he
the
hasn't-
career.
But to me, he
The
hasn't.
numbers and the
based off
career.
the numbers.
But he's not. But he hasn't
He's
made an
the
impact in
LeBron.
the game to me.
He's the
like
LeBron.
a Jay-Z.
Jay-Z is the hardest out of New York.
Yeah, Jay-Z brought us. I mean, well,
Not
Dame
to me.
Dash actually brought us Kanye West, but Rockefeller brought us so much stuff that you know what I'm saying.
I still
Kendrick is KD.
I stand 10 to do. We don't no disrespect to Jay.
Nah,
Jay cannot fuck with Nas.
you know what I'm saying.
He
And see,
cannot
that's just
fuck
and
with
that's
Nas.
cool.
He cannot.
But see,
fuck
but I
with
feel like if
Nas.
you could
No
withstand
way.
a ether, like if you could get a ether in your career and still have a career,
Exactly.
especially at those times, 2001, with like those kind of records was ending people's careers.
Come on.
Like if you could survive
talking.
a ether and still have a career, like you one of them
You know
niggas.
why?
Woo, look at Drake.
You know why? Because Jay-Z
Still on top.
Jay-Z is
Still on top.
Jay-Z
Thank you.
is a phenomenal.
He's
Jay-Z is a phenomenal businessman.
Yeah.
He is a great. I respect his business.
Okay.
Nas is a good businessman too.
All right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Phenomenal businessman. I
And when it
respect
all
that
comes
a
said
lot.
down and done, it's gonna be people that's gonna say like the playlist, the listen to Drake songs is gonna be longer, but the skill, he's never gonna be as skilled as
Because
Kendrick.
you know, a lot of
No
people.
matter
Kendrick
what
is
he does.
KD.
A lot of people. Don't get me wrong. Drake is on
Drake
top.
is LeBron.
Drake is on top,
Yeah.
right? Definitely. He made great music. We cannot deny.
Drake is.
But
Drake
really,
one of the
when it
ones.
come down, like what he said, people looking at lyricism or who they feel.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't put Drake in their top.
Yeah.
Drake is feel good party music.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying he don't got lyrical skills, because like I said, he got some songs, some bangers that I
Mm-hmm.
like, that I ride with in my car, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But some people don't have them in that top. Some people have Eminem in their top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, we got to move on. All right. That was a good ending.
This is the end.
So,
Drake is the last
Shedeur
thing.
Sanders.
Oh, okay. Yeah, come
What'd
on.
you
Let's
guys
hype,
think?
Let's hype him. Yeah, hype him.
What'd you
top
guys
this
think?
thing.
Okay.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
go ahead, go ahead.
Shedeur.
They tried to count him out.
I'm wishing Shedeur the best,
you
man.
know that from the draft. They try to come.
Yeah.
I'm wishing Shedeur the best. And you see, God don't like ugly. You see the quarterback that they pick. Well, he got a hip injury or something.
Yeah, something
See,
like that.
God don't like ugly, boy.
Shedeur is still number what? He's number five pick, but he's what like
He's
the
fourth
fourth.
on the
Yeah,
depth
he
chart.
was fourth. Yeah.
So you still got Flacco. You got
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson, and they got another dude before him.
Yeah.
I think they're
Gabriel.
going to use Shedeur for ticket sales, because Cleveland Browns are one of the shittiest teams in the league.
Yeah.
Them and the Jets.
They have no room to be picky.
Yeah. Them and the Jets was like.
Have no fucking room.
I mean, they would go a whole season and win literally 2 games,
Mm-hmm.
a season, 2 and 3 games a
Yeah.
whole season. So
Yeah.
you know, you think they might end up trading them,
They no.
use them as a bargaining
I
chip?
mean, listen, Shedeur is him, and the people need to stop with this BS.
They really do.
They still kept him at 4th on the depth chart
Yeah,
after he
yeah.
had that big game.
Yep.
It's like-
they're going to do that. Yeah.
I mean, you can't win. That's what this situation tells me. I mean, like he imagine the pressure of all of what's been happening. People have been talking about you. People have been saying all this stuff because he had like a speeding ticket, and all this other stuff. They've been talking mad-ish for the past few months, and he comes out and has that good of a game. That should show you right there. And these people are still, we're gonna put you 4th on the depth chart. Unbelievable.
And like, that
That's-
looks good to not play against starters.
Yeah, and
That's what
they
they're
do.
saying.
They're saying that.
That's
They
what they're
definitely
saying.
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
It's pretty impressive against some
Give
non-starters.
this man
Let's
his
see what
But
happens.
props.
he's not a starter neither.
Yeah.
He's not a
Give
starter
this
either.
man some
You know what I'm
props.
saying?
And so that's what I think
It's
about it.
it's crazy how fans are very
They're-
one-sided.
They're against
They're
him.
very
They don't want him
one-sided.
to win because of his father,
Yeah.
and they don't want the legacy thing.
Yeah.
But he is a starter, and you know what? I wish he was with my Cowboys right now.
Y'all need
But
him.
it
know
is
what's gonna
what it is,
happen.
because Dak sucks.
They're gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen. They're gonna try to get Deshaun Watson. I guess is he healthy? Deshaun Watson.
I don't
Say-
believe so.
Say if the team is saying they bring in the next quarterback, and if they start losing in the game, the fans can start yelling, "We want Shedeur.
Yep.
We want Shedeur." They can start saying, and then it may be the egos with the ego with the coaches.
Yeah.
Or the team manager. No, this is our team. No, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
they
no,
don't
your team belong to the fans too.
Yeah, they don't
They're the
wanna
one who.
feel
Yeah, they're the one who
bigger than the
buy
program.
tickets.
I'm just
Exactly.
glad football season is back. So
Bruh.
that's all I gotta say.
Preach, yes,
I mean,
sir.
yeah.
I'm glad it's
It was
back.
a
Yeah.
long little
I'm glad
stretch.
it's back too.
Yeah, man, we're gonna see what these Colts got going on.
Oh yeah, so how the hell you a Colts fan?
Because I really didn't have a football team for the longest, and I think that football team was just like, I don't know, when Peyton got there, I think that's when I began beginning, because I was all basketball for a while, dog. I'm gonna be honest with you, like I said, besides rap, like if I could have had it my way, I
basketball.
probably would have been playing basketball.
Yeah, heavy basketball.
But like, so after a while, I just started like getting in tune with stuff, and then like I think like and I hate to give it to Tom Brady, but like one of those Super Bowls that changed my life was the New England Baltimore Super Bowl. I think that was like the first like Super Bowl that I really remembered.
Yeah.
So I
New
was
England
like,
won, right?
Yeah.
Baltimore beat us.
Yeah. So
that's their first Super Bowl.
And that's when just that was like my middle school time. So now I was like, you know, I see the Ray Lewis's and you know, and so around that time I was like, damn, and I was just a fan of just like Peyton Manning. Like, I was just
that makes sense now.
A huge fan of just like how he ran his offenses and stuff like that.
So you stuck with the team.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people transition to Colts fan because of Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning is good, you know.
Yeah.
It's like to this day, I'm still a Bulls fan, even though they suck because of Jordan. I'm still diehard Bulls fan.
Yeah.
All right, we got to get out of here. Once again, I'm Brooks.
Damn, dude.
Damn.
This dude here, man. This dude is rude. Once again, his ass is rude, is what it is.
He said once again, he's like, we got to go, y'all.
Yeah. But go ahead.
Once again, I'm Brooks.
I'm Hendrix.
And then
I'm Q.
Let him know. Let him know.
Hey, I'm Q. Y'all can find me at QP843 on TikTok and on Instagram. New music coming. Shout out to my whole crew: Elite Boys K, Himi Guapo, Phil Beach, all my other people that I rock with, Opulent Era, Let's Get Rich. Shout out to my boy Cap. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody.
By the way, before we started,
Ridgeland, South Carolina.
Before we started rolling, Q told me Drake was the GOAT. All right, we're out.
Lies.
Great, Q. Say your last piece.
Lies, boy. Hey, y'all know a pig coochie ain't beef. So shit is pork.